I'm here to speak on women empowerment. How are you, boys and girls? How are you? How are you? Good. How are you? I'm sorry, I raised my voice. I've always been taught I'm a girl and I'm not supposed to raise my voice and to speak softly. I'm here to speak on women empowerment, and I'm here to speak on what the society made me feel as a girl. Before I start my speech, I want to thank a few people. I want to thank my parents for not killing me at birth because I'm a girl. I owe my life to them. I want to thank those innumerable number of women and men who fought to send girls to school and colleges. I owe my education to them. I want to thank my husband and my in-laws for allowing me to work, for respecting my work and not stopping me, for pursuing my dream and not clipping my wings. I owe my career growth to them. It may sound a bit dramatic, but it's true that we women end up thanking people for things which are very, very basic. As basic as our right to live, as basic as our right to education, as basic as our right to have a career choice of our own. And still, women now believes that family and a greater part of the society has a major role to play in deciding the course of our lives. Things were a little different for me though. I come from Asansol, a very small town. My grandmother was a graduate. She didn't have the exposure, nor the infrastructure, nor the freedom to pursue a career of her choice. She was educated. My mother, she's an MSc in mathematics. She had the option of pursuing her career, the career of her choice, but she preferred not to do that because she wanted, it was her choice, she wanted to raise me and my sister. My grandmother, my mother never been to the US. In fact, my mother took a flight maybe a few years back for the first time. I'm fortunate enough to pursue a career of my own. I could travel to USA with my own money, purchasing my own ticket. And very fortunately, I was happy to design something for the then Secretary of State, Miss Hillary Clinton, and design a stole for her. So for me, I think I have come a long way. But it's very strange that in our country, which is called Bharat Mata and not Bharat Pita, in actual life, things are very, very different. Women are not respected in our society. We worship Ma Durga, Ma Kali, Ma Saraswati, Ma Lakshmi. But we have women who are being abused, beaten up, raped, and whatnot. The gender discrimination, I feel, starts from home. In the patriarchal society that we live in, the gender discrimination starts from the very home. When a girl child is born, there is despair. And when a boy child is born, there is rejoicement. When a birthday party happens, we gift a doll set to a girl, and a fighter pilot, and a racing car to a boy. Why, if I may ask you? We have Kalpana Chawla going to space. We have Avani Chaturvedi, the first women fighter pilot from India. But we still do these kind of things. When you introduce your wife, your homemaker wife, You say, meet my wife. She doesn't do anything. She's a homemaker. You students must have been saying many a times, Ma, please keep quiet. How much do you know about this world? Do you dare to ask this question to your dad? I don't think you can. We teach our boys don't cry. I feel you rather teach your boys don't make girls cry. There are men in this world who exploit women, who force them into prostitution, who take dowries, who kill the fetus once the baby girl is born or even when it's before its birth. I think it's high time, girls, you need to wake up, clean up the filth, stand for your own rights. Margaret Thatcher once said that if you want something to be said, ask the boys. And if you want something to be done, ask the girls. 6 out of 10 women want to be boys. I don't want to be in that group who gives freedom. I'd rather be in that group who deserves freedom. I think the main role needs to start from home, like I said. And the mothers need to play a very, very important role. Mothers, teach your girls to be ambitious, dream big. There's nothing wrong in wanting to achieve everything. I can be a designer, I can be a political person, I can be a great singer, I can be a great dancer, I can be a great orator. There's nothing wrong in that. Teach your girls to ask questions. Gone are those days when we used to think that a quiet child is a good child. We don't believe in that anymore. Educate your girl child to think rationally, to take the right kind of decision. Don't educate your child to float them in the marriage market. Girls protest. Don't allow women to be used as commodities. We have seen ads in television and in the movies. Girls being used as commodities for an underwear ad, for a car ad, for a male perfume ad, and whatnot. It's high time we stop that. Stop dancing to Bollywood numbers like "Main to tandoori murgi hu yaar, gatka le saiya alcohol se." I'm sorry, we are not tandoori murgi to be engulfed with alcohol. Challenges for a girl in most parts of the world is very, very pronounced. And UNESCO has said that there is 481 million women around the world who lack the basic literacy skill. And when we talk about underprivileged women, the problems are manifold. Not only it's about financial constraints, it's also about gender discrimination. They can't continue with school, education because of early marriage, early pregnancy, doing some household chores, or getting into some small-time employment. In spite of all these challenges, there lies a lot of potential and aspirations in these underprivileged girls. And if we can channelize them into something good, then it can create magic to India's GDP. Empowering underprivileged women, we always think like this, that it's giving them vocational training, like stitching, tailoring, beautician course. But I feel it should be something more than that. It should be by empowering them with the 21st century skills. And what are those 21st century skills? It's exposure, it's resources, it's motivation, it's inspiration, and of course confidence. And that would make them better decision makers, help them reach their highest potential, and improve the quality of their lives. Suppose a girl who has a potential of 20x, she passes class 10 or class 12, and you put her into a vocational training course. She goes to a level of 14x. we miss out on that 6x. That 6x would have contributed to the GDP of our nation. Swami Vivekananda said that the best thermometer to the progress of a nation is its way towards treatment of its women. A woman creates a ripple effect. When a woman is empowered, she takes with her her mother, her sister, her neighbors, everybody to educate, to empower themselves. And it also has a trickle-down effect. So when a woman is empowered, she she raises the level of her family by educating her children, by helping her husband's job or the business, and the entire family, elevates and evolves with the women. An empowered woman, we know, leads to an empowered society. And an empowered society leads to an enriched nation. And an enriched nation leads to a powerful world, enriched world. I have found my life's calling. I hope you will find your own very soon. We need to work all together like a team. We are not against any men. We want their support, and we need to work as a team hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder. We need to do nation building and take our nation, Bharat, forward. We have a great Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, who is a great supporter of women empowerment in our country. So this is the time. Let us all come forward and work as a team. I dedicate my speech not to those men, those fathers, brothers, colleagues, friends, who try to break the stereotype gender role, but I dedicate it to all those brute. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.